But first, a year on from the royal wedding, the world's media is back in Windsor, this time on baby watch. We know the 7th in line to the throne was born yesterday. We still don't know when we'll get a first glimpse of him, probably tomorrow, what his name is and even where he was born. His parents, Meghan and Harry, treating themselves to a few more precious hours of privacy, while the new uncle, Prince William, welcomed his brother into the Sleep Deprivation Society. Simon Harris is in the town for us this evening. Simon.
Nina, after all the excitement of the big announcement yesterday, it's been much quieter here in Windsor today. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to the best of our knowledge, and their new baby son have been at their home on the royal estate, Frogmore Cottage, away from prying eyes and telephoto lenses. It was, as you said, left to the in-laws to give royal watchers their daily fix. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were at the Cutty Sark in Greenwich, where inevitably everyone wanted to know what William and Kate thought about the new arrival.
Absolutely thrilled, and looking forward to seeing them in the next few days when things quieten down. And I'm very pleased and glad to welcome my brother to the Sleep Deprivation Society that is parenting. So yeah, that will be fun to do that.
Such a special time, obviously, with Louis and Charlotte just having had their birthdays. It's such a great time of year to have a baby. And yeah, spring's in the air, so it's really great. Yeah, look, as William said, look forward to meeting him and finding out what his name's going to be. So yeah, it's really exciting for both of them.
There was one surprise royal appearance in Windsor today. The Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, was with the Queen for a lunch at Windsor Castle, prompting speculation that the couple might drop in on Harry and Meghan to see their new great-grandson. But to be honest, Nina, all attention is now focused on tomorrow, when we expect Harry and Meghan and the baby to make their first appearance for a photo call, and we might possibly get some names.
Simon Harris, we look forward to it. Thank you. The royal fans in Windsor finally got what they came for today, a first look at the youngest member of the royal family. Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, Meghan and Harry's firstborn, was introduced to the world this lunchtime. His parents couldn't stop smiling as they described the first few days as special and amazing, with Meghan declaring that she has the best two guys in the world. Simon Harris on Archie's first outing, the reaction to it, and how a very important visitor led to a pretty incredible image of a very modern royal family.
When you're 2 days old, a castle could be a chilly place even in May. So Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor was well wrapped up for his first photo call, and well behaved too. There wasn't even a gurgle or whimper while Mum and Dad did the talking.
It's magic. It's pretty amazing, and I mean, I have the two best guys in the world, so I'm really happy. He has the sweetest temperament. He's really calm and
I don't know where he gets that from.
yeah, and he's just been the dream, so it's been a special couple of days.
Who does he take after? Does he look like anyone?
We're still trying to figure that out.
The latest addition to the royal family has already encountered his great-grandfather.
And we just bumped into the Duke as we were walking by, which was so nice. So it'll be a nice moment to introduce the baby to more family, and my mom's with us as well. So it's been a really, here we go.
Another great grandchild.
Yes.
Parenting is amazing. It's only been what, 2.5 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
But we're just so thrilled to have our own little bundle of joy. And to be able to spend some precious times with him as he slowly starts to grow up.
When Archie's cousins, the young Cambridges, made their first appearances, they were held by their mother. The Sussexes are doing things their way. The Duchess of Sussex might want to be a different kind of royal mum, but protocol and security mean her son's upbringing can never be entirely normal. A few streets from the castle, these mums and babies get together once a week. They all agree Windsor is a great place to be a new mum, and if Meghan wants to join them, that would be cool.
Obviously with her kind of fame, it might be difficult to get out and meet other mums and do the things that other mums do, but I think, you know, we're trying to be inclusive and a friendly bunch, so it'd be nice for her to get out. We'd welcome her.
I would be very surprised if she did come and hang out with us, but it would be way fun if she did, because being a mum, I realise now that it's quite an isolating experience.
It's good for his development to be able to see so many different people and so much culture and everything, so, you know, we absolutely love living here.
Do you expect to see Meghan out with the buggy?
Probably not. But
Back at the castle, tourists were cooing over Archie's picture.
Aww.
The proud mom and dad.
Look how cute they are.
Yes.
We love that.
The most beautiful baby I have ever seen.
Inside, there were two people who would agree with that.
He's already got a little bit of facial hair as well. Wonderful. Guys, thank you.
And with his first official engagement over, Archie was off to the next. His first meeting with his great-grandmother, the Queen. Simon Harris, ITV News, Windsor.
OK, let's move on to other news now. And after nearly 2 years of pressure from campaigners, the government today agreed to pay £200 million to remove flammable cladding from more than 100 privately owned tower blocks. Ever since the Grenfell fire, leaseholders have worried that they would have to foot the bill themselves. But it's thought that the money isn't nearly enough and won't fix all of the fire safety problems. Our political correspondent Simon Harris has more.
This is one type of cladding on our building. This is the second type of cladding, it's called Trespa. This is the third type of cladding, ACM, which is the Grenfell type cladding.
Rachel Guy's high-rise home is a potential death trap.
One of the fire officers who attended North Point told us they might as well have coated the building in petrol. It's that dangerous.
Rachel doesn't just live here. She's one of a team of volunteer fire wardens who are forced to patrol North Point in Bromley twice an hour, day and night. There are 57 flats over 8 floors, and while the cladding stays, no one inside is safe. North Point is one of 170 high-rise blocks where private landlords have failed to remove dangerous cladding. Today, the government promised £200 million of taxpayers' money to get the work done. Ministers are in effect bailing out irresponsible property owners to give tenants peace of mind.
Many people told us that they live in constant fear. Fear for the safety of their home. Fear for the possibility of having to find tens of thousands of pounds for remediation. Fear that they can no longer sell their properties and may have to forfeit them if costs are not met.
This will be a real relief for the residents of North Point in my constituency who have suffered stress as well as financial loss, along with many, many others.
But is it a real relief? Only one type of cladding, ACM, is covered by the government scheme. North Point has 3.
This building has 3 different types of cladding on it. It has ACM cladding, Trespa and aluminium composite panels. All 3 are category A3, which is the most flammable type. The other 2 are just as flammable as the aluminium cladding.
Kareem Musalhi from Grenfell United says there are still unanswered questions on why dangerous cladding was allowed in the first place.
These are one of the big questions that needs to be answered, not only through the public inquiry, but also the criminal investigation, you know. Did these organisations know that this material was unsafe to be put on these buildings? You know, these questions need to be answered.
There are also doubts about whether the money on offer from the government is enough. It amounts to little more than £1 million per high-rise. At North Point, they've been quoted £3.2 million to make the building safe. Simon Harris, ITV News, Bromley.